Welcome to Harvey's Weekly Football Show here on Nighthawk Radio. To listen to Nighthawk Radio, go to nighthawk-radio.com. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, YouTube Music, Rumble, everywhere you find good podcasts. How are you doing tonight, Harvey?
Doing okay.
How what we do last week?
You went 12-3 in college, and I went 10-5, and we both went 6-3 in NFL. So I'm leading in NFL, and right now you're leading in college by two.
I'm trying to catch up with you in the NFL.
Yeah,
Hopefully this week it helps.
yeah,
This upcoming week in the NFL, hopefully I can catch up with you.
yeah.
We got some good games though.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. We'll get into some NFL Thursday night football. We got the Buffalo Bills 7-3 traveling to the Texans 5-5, 8:15 p.m. on Prime Video. Buffalo is 6-point favorites. I'm going with the Bills. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm going with the Bills.
All right, we got the Colts 8-2 traveling to Kansas City 5-5, 1 p.m. on CBS. Kansas City is 3.5-point favorites. I'm going with Kansas City. Who you going with, Harvey?
I wanted to go with the Colts, but I picked the Chiefs.
I'm gonna pick them because they're at home.
Yeah, that's why I picked.
All right, man. We got the Steelers 6-4 traveling to the Bears 7-3, 1 p.m. on CBS. Chicago's 2.5-point favorites. This is a good game, but I'm going with Pittsburgh. Who you going with?
I'm going to pick the Bears.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we got the
They're
Vikings
hot.
4-6 traveling to Green Bay, who's 6-3-1, 1 p.m. on Fox. Green Bay is 6.5-point favorites. I'm going with the Packers. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm going to go with the Packers too. The Vikings are. I figured they would
They're
get.
imploding. They're
Yeah,
imploding.
yeah, they are.
All right, man. We got the toilet bowl. We got the Browns 2-8 traveling to the Raiders 2-8, 4:05 p.m. on CBS. Las Vegas is 3.5-point favorites. Shadir Sanders first start. I'm going with the Browns. Who you going with, her?
Yeah, I hope he does good. I'm gonna pick the Browns.
Yep. I hope he does good as well, man. All
Yeah,
right, we got another toilet bowl. We got the Falcons 3-7 traveling to the Saints 2-8, 4:25 p.m. on Fox. New Orleans is 1.5-point favorites. Kirk Cousins will get the start for Atlanta. I'm going with Atlanta. Who you going with, her?
I'm gonna go with the Falcons too. Yeah,
All right, we got the Eagles 8-2 traveling to the 4-5-1 Dallas Cowboys 4:25 p.m. on Fox. Philadelphia is 3.5-point favorites. Not picking against Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles. Who you going with, her?
I'm gonna pick the Eagles too. If somehow Dallas wins this game, then they might have a chance. They lose it. I just don't see them winning.
I'll tell you what, man. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have had a tough schedule this year. They're 6-4,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think they're still going to win that division. But the Panthers are sneaking up on them, and we'll get into the Panthers here in a minute. Anyways, we got a good Sunday night one with Tampa Bay 6-4 traveling to the Rams 8-2, 8:20 p.m. on NBC and Peacock on Sunday Night Football. The Rams are 7-point favorites. I do think it'll be closer than that, but I'm going with the Rams and Matthew Stafford. Who you going with,
I'm
her?
gonna go with the Rams. Right now, the Rams almost maybe one of the best teams in the NFC right now, next to Philadelphia. They're 54. So yeah, I pick the Rams. They're pretty good right now.
All right, man. We got a sneaky good Panthers team, 6-5, traveling to the 49ers, 7-4, 8:15 p.m. on Monday Night Football on ESPN. San Francisco with 7-point favorites. I'm going with Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers. Who you going with, third?
They need that win because they're hanging on to the seventh place right now. In San Francisco is, and the Carolina is still in the hunt. So could be a big win for Carolina, but also 49ers need to try to keep that seventh spot.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, man. My nose
yeah,
is bothering me.
it's getting down to the nitty gritty where you every win is a big win.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get to some college football. We got Miami, Ohio, 5-5. Traveling to Buffalo, 5-5, 7 p.m. on ESPN2. This is tonight, Wednesday night. Is when our show was there. It's Harvey's Weekly Football Show. Miami, Ohio is 1.5-point favorites. Um, who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna pick Miami, Ohio.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna pick Miami of Ohio as well. All right, man. Friday night we got Florida State 5-5 traveling to NC State 5-5, 8 p.m. on ESPN. Florida State is 4.5 point favorites. I'm gonna go Florida State. Who you going with, Harvey?
They've been playing pretty good of late, and I'll pick Florida State. And some of these games right now, they're 5-5.
Very
So
important games.
yes, they're playing for a bowl eligible. Yeah,
All right, we got Hawaii 7-3 traveling to UNLV 8-2, 10:30 p.m. on FS1. UNLV is 2.5 point favorites. I'm gonna go with UNLV at home. Who you going with, Harvey?
I will too. This is a good matchup.
All right, man. We got number 22 Missouri 7-3 traveling to number 8 Oklahoma 8-2, 12 p.m. on ABC. Oklahoma is 7.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Sooners. Who you going with, Harvey?
I won't pick Oklahoma. They're quietly getting better after a big win over Alabama. They could be a force to be reckoned with.
All right, we got 7-3 Louisville traveling to 7-3 SMU, 12 p.m. on ESPN2. SMU is 2.5 point favorites. I'm going with SMU. Who are you going with, Harvey?
I think Louisville gets back on track. I'll pick Louisville.
They need to win bad, man.
Yeah, to get their momentum back.
Definitely. They've been. Who did they lose to last week?
Was it Clemson or
Clemson.
yeah?
Clemson. They lost to Clemson, man. Um, which was crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, we got 6-4 Minnesota traveling to 5-5 Northwestern, 12 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. Northwestern is 3.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Gophers. I'm going with Minnesota. Who you going with her?
I'm gonna pick Northwestern. We can get some bowl eligible.
All right, we got 5-5 Kansas traveling to 6-4 Iowa State, 12 p.m. on FS1. Iowa State's 4.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Cyclones. I'm going with Iowa State.
I'm gonna go with Iowa State there.
We got some tough games, man. Baylor's 5-5, traveling to Arizona 7-3, 1 p.m. on TNT. I didn't even know TNT had college football. Arizona 6.5 point favorites, though. I'm going with Arizona, man.
I won't pick Arizona.
Did you know TNT had football? That's crazy.
I didn't know they would start. They must be starting to show the life part of it. I hadn't seen that on TNT. I really had.
Yeah, me either. All right, man. We got a ranked game. We got number 15 USC 8-2, traveling number 7 Oregon 9-1, 3:30 p.m. on CBS. Oregon's 9.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Ducks. I'm going with Oregon. Who you going with, Harvey?
In a game, I'll pick Oregon.
Got a rivalry game, man. Must win for North Carolina. We got 5-5 Duke traveling to 4-6 North Carolina, 3:30 p.m. on the ACC network. Duke is 6.5 point favorites. Must win for both teams, really. I think Duke's gonna go into a bowl game. I'm going with Duke.
That's what I'm gonna pick Duke. Yeah, yeah,
Could be a good game though.
yeah.
All right, man. We got 6-4 TCU traveling number 23 Houston 8-2 4 p.m. on Fox. Houston's 1.5 point favorites. I'm going with Houston. Who you going with, Harvey?
Oh, it's a tough one. I'm gonna pick TCU. Give us a little
Great.
different
We
on
got
some.
7-3 Pittsburgh traveling number 16 Georgia Tech 9-1, 7 p.m. on ESPN. Georgia Tech is 2.5 point favorites. I'm going with Georgia Tech. Who you going with, Harvey?
I want to go with Georgia Tech.
Not to get ahead of ourselves, man, but that makes me think during Thanksgiving week, Georgia Tech and Georgia, man, that's going to be a very interesting game.
Yes, it will.
But Georgia Tech's got to take care of business this week.
Yeah.
All right, we got 6-4 California traveling to 3-7 Stanford, 7:30 p.m. on the ACC network. California's 3.5 point favorites. I'm going with California. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm going with California too.
Hmm.
I'm going with Cal too. Yeah, California.
All right, we got number 11, 9-1 BYU traveling to 7-3 Cincinnati, 8 p.m. on Fox. BYU's 2.5 point favorites. I'm going with the upset. I'm going Cincinnati.
I'm gonna pick BYU.
All right, man. We'll still pick Florida here in a minute too. All right, we got 5-5 Utah State traveling to Fresno State, 7-3, 10:30 p.m. on CBS Sports Network. Fresno State's 2.5 point favorites. I'm going Fresno State, man.
I'm gonna pick Utah State.
All right, we got number 20 Tennessee 7-3, traveling to 3-7 Florida. 7:30 p.m. on ABC. Tennessee's 3.5 point favorites. I think this should be more than that. I'm going Tennessee. Who you going third?
You never know. Florida played tough. Pretty good the other day, but yeah, I'm not gonna go against Tennessee.
And to make it 17 games, we'll pick another MAC game. Wednesday night, we got Central Michigan 6-4, traveling to Kent State 4-6, 7 p.m. on ESPNU. Central Michigan's 8.5 point favorites. I'm going with Central Michigan. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna go with Central Michigan.
All right, man. I want to thank everybody for listening to
Well,
Nighthawk Radio. I want to thank Harvey for doing the show every week. Everybody having a good night and God bless.
okay.